Hmm. Are we live? I think we are. Hey guys, is there a connection between the intellectual dimension of wellness and living a more magical life? Well, that's a question that was asked of me earlier today. And so we are going to talk about that in just a minute when we come back. And we are back. Welcome to everybody who's tuning in for the first time, and to our regular friends who join us on a regular basis. If you're watching us live, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and drop a watching live in the comments below so that I know who's with us, who's watching us while we do the live broadcast. And if you're watching on the replay, feel free to go ahead and drop the word replay in the comments as well. Again, we really appreciate it if you guys like and subscribe to our channel, and share this with folks that you know that you think might be able to benefit. It certainly helps us. Ellen and Deborah, hi, glad to see you guys watching live with us. And as you can see, I am getting my voice back. So my ears are still really clogged. I really can't hear very well. So I'm just hopeful. Teresa, great to have you watching with us and watching for the first time. So welcome. You guys, let's go ahead and just dive into the content today. You know, earlier, as I said, I posted a short video from a TED Talk on intellectual wellness in the Facebook group, A Year of Thinking Magically. Now, for those who aren't familiar with that Facebook group, and I think I actually have a banner that I can, a ticker tape that I can run down below so that you guys can connect with that if you haven't already done so. If you're not familiar with A Year of Thinking Magically, it's a private community of about 165 or so men and women from all over the world who have made a commitment to spend 15 to 30 minutes every day making a single shift in focus or habit or mindset toward living a richer, fuller, more authentic and magical life. And you know, it's a program that I've personally taught for about 10 years now, which Fortune 500 companies have paid me very well to offer to their executive teams, and individual private entrepreneurs have actually paid me even better to teach them personally. Well, this year I decided that I was going to do something differently, and that is that I'm going to offer this masterclass for free to anybody who wants to make that commitment to spend 15 or 20 minutes a day with us, because I think we're living in a moment when people really need something like this more than ever before, when people are looking for something more than ever before. Sheila, it's great to see you as well. So if you feel like we're living in that moment, go ahead and say, in this moment. When we feel like we need something to give us hope, something to keep us focused, something to really make us feel great. Mike, it's great to see you as well. So when I posted today's video in A Year of Thinking Magically group, and again, you can see the link to that group down below, and you guys are more than welcome to join. There is absolutely no cost involved. It is kind of my way of giving back at a time when I think our society needs it most. But I got a message from somebody, and this person said, you know, John Michael, I thought this group was going to be about living more magically, and I know you're an accomplished and skillful witch, and so I thought you were going to teach us some of the skills, some of the things that you learned, and all I've heard you talk about this week was physical wellness and mental wellness and now intellectual wellness. Where's the magic in that? And when are you going to get to the good stuff? Well, guys, I think that you know, that was a great question, and I certainly feel that the person who asked me was asking very sincerely. But intellectual wellness refers to an active participation in academic, cultural, and community activities that stimulate our minds, because it expands our knowledge and our skillfulness in order to live stimulating and successful lives. And it's one of the most fundamental dimensions of living a more authentic, more expansive, more magical life. And so while it might not be evident right away how all of these things lead us toward living a more magical life, I promise you there's a plan here. And so it's important for us, I think, to value creativity, to value curiosity and lifelong learning before we can really dig into some of the more subtle skills of envisioning and commanding the world around us, manifesting through working with the energies that surround a person or situation or idea. So this is something that's really important, and that's why the work that I do metaphysically as well as as physically is as successful and powerful as it is. There's no secret there. I don't have any hidden talents or powers that aren't available to everybody, because the foundation of my work can be seen in the work that I do every single day that helps people to unlock the 6 dimensions of wellness, which we refer to overall as mental wellness. So today what I'm going to do is yes, we are going to talk about intellectual wellness. Every single day we talk about another one of the 6 dimensions of wellness, and we do this in a context that builds on the previous day and the previous week and the previous month. And so today I'm going to share a few ideas with you that make all the difference in the world when it comes to cultivating a greater sense of intellectual wellness, and that contribute toward living a more magical life in the long run. And so let me go ahead and get this banner off the page here. I really don't do very well at doing more than more than one thing at one time. So go ahead and do this. Let's drop dropping that wisdom in the comments if you're ready for me to start sharing with you 5 simple ways that you can improve your intellectual wellness that anyone can do, and that anyone can start right where you're at and follow some of these 5 simple steps you can do right now. That's what this program is about. It's about sharing with you guys practical magic, the practical stuff that you can do on a daily basis. Ellen says tons of value and wonderful foundation to build on. Thanks, Ellen. You've been with us since the very beginning. And so, folks, I assure you that, if you want to get to the good stuff, in order to get to the good stuff, you got to build a strong foundation. And that's what we're doing. So let's go ahead and let's dive in. Like I said, if you're ready for me to go ahead and drop some wisdom on you, go ahead and drop that wisdom in the comments, and we'll go ahead and dig in. So the first tip in cultivating a greater sense of intellectual wellness is, instead of sitting down and watching television at the end of the day, why not take 30 minutes to opt for a good book or a podcast? You can go to your public library and find something that interests you there, or download a podcast app and look at the look at some of the offerings that are available in podcasts. I assure you that when you do that, the sort of the choice between, okay, I can watch this on television or I can listen to this podcast, it becomes one of those things that one of those habits that's easy to cultivate, because there are some incredible podcasts I could probably spend all day. Rebecca, hey, yes, I am feeling better. My voice is getting stronger every day. I'm staying hydrated with some, there's the incredible, mentobiotics. So I'm replenishing all of the stuff that those antibiotics destroyed, and giving my body that chance to really bounce back. So every single day, my ears are still really clogged up, but my voice is back. I'm able to get out a sentence without choking and coughing. And I'm feeling really good. Thanks for asking. Deborah Neary, good to see you as well. So, like I said, check out those podcasts. They're an excellent way to learn about new topics that you might be interested in. Really an excellent way to sort of expand that aspect of intellectual wellness that is able to take in other people's ideas and perspectives as well. The second thing I would say is learn a new skill. If there was a skill that as soon as I said that, if there was something that came to your mind that said, yeah, I'd love to learn Italian, I'd love to learn French, I'd love to learn how to crochet. For me personally, over the course of my recovery, I saw some guys in the hospital that were, I don't know if they were knitting or crocheting because I don't really know the difference, But they said that it was one of the most centering and easy and relaxing things they could do at the end of their day. So I said, you know what, in 2020, I'm going to add that to my list of things that I do as part of my centering and relaxation technique, because that seemed like it would be something really cool. I personally am a fanatic about scarves, and I thought it'd be really cool to be able to knit a cashmere scarf that just was comfortable and warm and got me through the wintertime. But maybe the new skill you want to learn is cooking, or cooking a certain type of food. Maybe it's crafting or building something with from woodwork. Learning a new skill is fun. It's an interactive way to improve your intellectual intelligence, and it builds on that foundation of wellness. Now, the third tip that I would say is a lot less, seems like it's a lot less involved. Probably would feel like it was a lot less of a real intellectual skill builder, but don't sell it short. And that is play a board game. You know, take one night out of the week and make a decision that on that night you're going to grab a bottle of wine or some hot cider or whatever, and play a board game that can be both fun and intellectually stimulating. And some of the favorites are like Clue and Risk and Settlers. Try your hands at these games, because what they'll do is they'll help to improve your critical thinking skills. And at the same time, they allow you to relax. They allow you to recognize that at the end of the day, it's all right to take some time and just laugh and let go, because that gives us that time to recharge and become sharper. Now, the fourth tip I would say kind of goes hand in hand in that, and especially if you're like me and I'm not a big board game player. So do something like a word search or a crossword puzzle, or if you're into numbers, which I'm not, what's that, Sudoku games, and really take a look. Yeah, Deborah says she really enjoys Scrabble. Sabrina says knitting has two needles, crocheting is with a hook. Okay, so these guys were definitely knitting because they had two needles. Deborah says she enjoys Scrabble. I love Scrabble too, or Words with Friends, or things like that. And my personal choice for something that I can do every single day, especially being somebody who's living with young onset Parkinson's, there's a website out there called Luminosity. And Luminosity gives you puzzles and games and activities that help to improve and stimulate what they call neuroplasticity, and stimulate intellectual wellness. Take some time, 5 or 10 minutes a day, just to do something that's going to stimulate you outside of what you're normally doing. And especially if you're a stay-at-home mom, you know what it's like to be constantly doing the same thing, and it's laundry or cleaning or cooking or taking care of the kids or taking the kids to football or soccer or whatever, ballet. You need to do something that changes things up a little bit, that causes you to get out of that habit of thinking in a rut, and at the same time cultivates that foundation for intellectual wellness. And so the fifth part of that kind of goes hand in hand with everything we've talked about, and that is improving your time management skills. Time management, that gets away from us can lead to stress. Stress can hinder every aspect of the 6 dimensions of wellness. And so staying organized, staying on track, allows your mind to work more effectively and more efficiently. I could not get through a single day without my organizer and without the reminders that take place on my phone. They eliminate all of that stress. And I would say that as a sixth aspect of really building on that foundation of intellectual wellness, take some time to find out what your needs are. Talk to somebody who understands how what we call these 6 dimensions of wellness, when you put them together, we call them mental wellness. And so there are, for everybody who's watching this today, we have a free assessment that's available. That's a mental wellness assessment. Takes about 5 minutes. You get the results sent to your email. Nobody is minding your business for you. But there are people around, including me, who are more than willing to do what they've got to do to help you and support you on that journey. And so take that time to find out what you could do. If it sounds like being part of this community that we've put together is interesting to you, like I said, there are about 165 or so people from around the world. And the only commitment we ask of you guys is to give us 5 to 30 minutes or 15 to 30 minutes a day to work on one aspect of the 6 dimensions of wellness in yourself to help you begin to live that richer, fuller, more authentic, more magical life that you were meant to live. And yeah, to the folks who are out there that are saying, hey, I wanted to learn some of the metaphysical, we're going to talk about the spiritual aspects of mental wellness. And we talk about them at one day out of every week. We're going to talk about them a lot more, but we've got to really build this foundation because I want you to think about this. Think about your mental wellness as being like a graphic equalizer. All of us have computer systems and sound systems these days. And if that equalizer, if you move one button on a graphic equalizer, all of the other buttons move with it. And if it's not set to move for all together, then you get out of balance. Well, if one of the aspects of the 6 dimensions of wellness is out of balance, then all of the other aspects become out of balance too. And the more out of balance they become, the more out of balance the overall picture becomes. You cease to live that magical life that's your birthright. And so if you would like to be part of a community that helps support you through that process, go ahead and join us at facebook.com/groups /thinking magically. That's facebook.com/groups/thinking magically. We would love to have you join us there. We'd love to be able to share with you some of the stuff that's working for us. And there's a whole repository of videos and daily, sort of mindset triggers that you can go through at your own pace, starting wherever you are. And lots of content, books, free books that are in there. We've got lots of materials that are there to support you guys. We'd love to have you be part of that. Again, like I said, there's absolutely no cost. I wanted to do this video today just because I wanted to get out there and say, guys, when we build on these foundations and go to work on these 6 dimensions, these 6 dimensions go to work on us as well. And so that's part of the excitement. That's part of the real benefit of doing the stuff that we do. So I hope this has been a value for you. If it's been a value, go ahead and put great value in the comments so that we know that you've enjoyed it. If you hated it, go ahead and put you hated it in the comments as well. We want to know that this message is landing with you guys. And so we encourage you, if you're interested in finding out more about how you can take advantage of that mental wellness assessment. Again, like I said, that's also free. It takes about 5 minutes. Really interesting stuff. Go ahead and drop me a message below, and I will get that information out to you as well. Meanwhile, I am going to continue to work on relaxing and healing. Thank you all for your concern and for tuning in today. And like I said, if you think this has been helpful for you and you would like to share this with somebody else that you think this might be helpful for, please do so. And make sure that you like and subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and like and subscribe and click that little bell. That really helps us to meet our goals in terms of expanding our reach. It also helps us to let you know when new content is added, and we pretty much add content every single day, Monday through Friday, with some special programs that go on during the weekend as well. And you can subscribe to us, on our YouTube channel. You can subscribe to us, through Facebook and through the blog. And so if I can find the little thing that has all of our contact information on it. There you go. There is the most recent contact information. You can reach us at Inner Alchemy Online or mentalwellnessmovement.org or on Twitter, and there is our YouTube channel as well. And so guys, thanks for spending the time with us today. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope this has been helpful to each and every one of you. As we say at the end of every one of our broadcasts, stay in the moment. Be grateful for the things that you've got right now, because that gratitude opens the door for the abundance that's waiting for you. And always remember, the best is yet to come. We'll talk to you soon.